All right. So we're going to ask you some questions today about your part in the One Act Festival.
Right.
Yeah. So why don't you start by telling us which play you're in and what character you're playing?
Right. I am in the play Strawberry Fields by being directed by Steph Charbonneau, and I'll be playing the waiter.
The waiter. And what kind of person do you think is going to love your character?
That particular question is a little bit tough because, frankly, I don't want people to like my character, if that makes any sense.
Okay. Intriguing, actually.
Yeah. What sort of person's gonna like them? Somebody who's maybe into like that kind of like classic, I want to say 70s, 60s era Americana feel when it comes to like diners.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with that.
All right, sounds good.
That like Archie's Riverdale feel.
Okay. All right. And how do you find this character is like you or different from you or both?
Like me, I think this character is very personable, very sociable, likes getting to know people. Different. Different. I'd say the waiter is a little more close-minded.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that, and we'll have to go see the play to find out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So do you, is it easier to play this character or to be yourself on stage? Like, what do you find easier?
I think I have an easier time playing myself usually. Just being myself in general. I like playing characters all the time, but actually staying in the one thing, sticking to it is always the hard bit.
Right, for sure. Okay. What do you love about this character?
This one's a bit tough because in mind for the play, this play is very much written with like a southern feel to it, like taking place in the southern United States. Okay. I love that aspect of the character because it's very clearly written in, but we're trying to take a bit of it out to make it a bit more universal.
Okay.
What I love about them, they really fit that kind of like American diner energy.
Okay.
It very much is the character, and I do like that. I do like that at all. It has a very clear energy of like, what can I get you, hun? Yeah, a little side of fritters with your eggs. All right, be right back.
Got some grits.
Get some grits. Yeah. That's it.
All right. What do you hate about your character?
It comes back down to that closed-mindedness. As much as they're sociable, as much as they're clearly personable and like talking to people, they have this clear mindset they have in mind that they will not budge on. And that will become a problem in the play. Right.
Okay. What's been your biggest challenge in taking on this role?
It's the accent. It's absolutely the accent. It's the fact that I so badly want to speak in a southern accent, but I know I can't. I should not. It's been learning to kind of hold it back.
Right.
Yeah. Use my normal accent as it would be here in Sudbury.
Okay, yeah.
And not fall into what the script's rhythm wants to push onto me.
Okay. Gotcha. Besides yourself, what celebrity would you like to see tackle this character?
Oh, what celebrity? I don't know why. My character, admittedly, is supposed to be played by a woman, supposed to be the waitress, but we've gender bented in this case. I appreciate it being gender bent a bit for me to have a little fun with it. But now I can't help but think of male actors, and for some reason, I can't help but think of Hugh Jackman going, would you like some grits?
And isn't he from Australia? Where is he from? Hugh Jackman. Is he American? I feel like he's not
Canadian, isn't he?
Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, I could have sworn. No, Wolverine, the character, is Canadian. Hugh Jackman is Australian. I keep mixing up with Canadian because of Wolverine.
Right.
I'm 70% sure.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I feel like he's Australian, but yeah,
Pretty sure.
yeah.
Australia. I want to put it there.
And without giving anything away, what's your favorite line of dialogue if you have one?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Wait till I go tell Dapper. He's gonna bust a gut. Dapper's our chef.
That's fun. There's always fun lines, eh? Like when you take on a character. Oh yeah.
It's the one that like was the most easily memorized after I read the script, where it's like, yeah, it's that line. Dapper's our chef.
Besides yourself, which other actor in this production is going to blow people away? Are you guys, how many people are you in this production first?
We're a cast of 5 technically.
Okay, good. So I was like, I know there's one play that has only 2, so I'm like, well, I'm not going to ask that question, but yeah. Right. So which other actor do you think is going to blow this production, blow people away?
I think Candace, who's going to be playing the character of Vera, will... I've seen her before in another production from the SPG for, I want to say burlesque. I think
Cabaret?
Cabaret, thank you. I keep saying burlesque. It's not burlesque, it's cabaret. Sarn Cabaret did fantastic. Really looking forward to getting to work with her and see what,
Yeah, great.
I think Candace is going to be really cool.
Awesome. If you could play any other character in this show, who would you like it to be? Who would it be?
Actually, speaking of Candace, her character, Vera Samuels, I think is the character I would like to play. That might be a bit harder because that feels more like clearly a part for a woman to act. Okay. But that kind of like morning show hostess with an agenda to a certain degree that they're trying to get their way through sweet talking. There's something very fun about that.
Oh, great. And what do you think makes a good scene partner?
Combination of presence, being there with your scene partner, and being willing to try things.
Yeah,
a little bit of fun and basically fun and listening.
Yeah, definitely. Got to be listening to your partners, right? Yeah. Great. So when did you first start performing?
That was a while ago now. I want to say around 10 or 9 is when I started performing with Theatre Cambrian. Which was a musical production of The King and I. Oh, wow. I wasn't planning on auditioning. My little sister was going to the audition, and then I ended up joining her in the audition so that she wouldn't be as anxious.
Right.
And then we somehow both got the role. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm in this. And I've had the acting bug since.
Yeah. Once you catch it, right? It's hard to let it go. You can never let it go.
Not really, no.
No. Besides this one, what's your favorite stage show that you've done? Or maybe just in general. Maybe you haven't done it, but you've seen the show. Or...
Actually, you know what? If we're thinking shows I've done, one I really, really loved was this play I did in my last year of university called Hamlet, ou presque, which in English is Hamlet, or almost, which was this very weird bilingual adaptation of Hamlet where things just felt a little bit off. It kept switching between things. We did a whole musical number to skip over Act 4 because, as we sing in the song, Act 4 is such a bore. And so many little things like that. There's no actual script. It was a script that is constantly being worked by my old teacher, Myriam Cusson. Fantastic person. Which I hope can be like fully done one day as a full production because it's such a fun, weird script.
Yeah, that sounds, I'm going to have to read that. That sounds really interesting.
Very cool.
I like bilingual stuff. Like when, I like doing that. Yeah. Who do you look up to as an actor, director, producer, etc., whatever?
The main one I think of when it comes to acting that I really wish like I could pull off to a certain, well, okay, there's 2 actually that come to mind. Sheesh. One, weirdly, is Jim Carrey. not that weird. He's so expressive.
Oh yeah.
And he's able to still play very seriously when he wants to, but to go big in very clownish ways that usually shouldn't work, but he makes it work.
Yeah.
And I'm already a very expressive person, so like in order to like be able to like both hone that in, but to like push that back, but also hone it in the way that it works on screen or on stage.
Right.
Jim Carrey is a big inspiration.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with you. And who's your second one?
Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Robin Williams. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good one for
Comedy
sure.
legend.
Yeah. So what this is like off question, but
Okay.
What's your perfect Sunday afternoon look like?
Ooh, okay. All right. Well, if I'm imagining my perfect Sunday afternoon, it looks like nice little maybe omelet in the morning with some coffee. Get a little bit of writing done on one of the things I'm working on, one of the many things I'm trying to balance. Little exercise, and then a little walk probably. And then probably just relaxing with some good old-fashioned video games.
Sounds good. So you write?
That's a whole day. That's not an afternoon.
Yeah. That is a whole day. But so you mentioned writing. You write you trying to write novels, plays? Like, what are you writing?
Plays. Right now, I am working on a very weird little puppet play with the director of this show, Steph. Steph and I are working on a very weird little puppet play called Scatapella, which is about a bunch of puppets trying to make it big in the music industry. We have done a reading of the first one scene at Play Smelter last year.
Okay.
It got a very good reception, which was very heartwarming to hear because we weren't sure anyone was gonna love the very stupid kind of writing we do. And we've kind of been working on it since in waves, depending on how busy we are.
Right. Oh, that's cool. All right. And when you have a 5-minute break during rehearsal, what do you spend your time doing?
Usually reading a book. Absolutely. I'm always reading like a little bit of book where I can be like, I'll catch up on a chapter of something real quick. Shut my brain off and then back into it.
Yeah. You're a big reader then.
Yes.
I guess I think most writers are, eh?
To a certain degree, you gotta read in order to write.
Yeah, I would think so. Definitely. So who is the funniest person in the cast in real life?
I want to say Max Trainer.
Yeah.
He's one of our two. Yeah, you do know him. He's a funny guy. I've only known him for, the few rehearsals I've gotten to know him, but he's always got a little something to say. He's real cheeky.
Yeah. What do you do when you're not doing theater? Well, we know you do writing.
Right? Writing, video games, reading. And I'm trying to get more active with the community to a certain degree, specifically right now with a lot of the people trying to figure out things regarding supporting Palestine and everything going on over there. Trying to get more involved in that.
Cool, interesting.
Yeah.
And if you had a magic wand, what show would you do next?
Oh, if I had a magic wand, I would love to do Little Shop of Horrors. Love that play to bits. I love horror comedies in general. I know there's also, I didn't know this until like a few months ago, an Evil Dead musical.
Oh yeah?
Right?
I never heard of that either, yeah.
So weird. It's a thing. I've seen some of it. It's pretty good somehow. I'd love to be in that too.
Yeah. Cool.
Horror comedies is a niche that I love so much, and I would love to be more part of.
Well, that's great. All right. So our last question. What's the last thing you do before you step out on stage and the curtain goes up or the curtain goes up?
I'm trying to think last. It's been a while since I've done it. The last stage production I did was Jersey Boys, I think. What was my routine? I had this little notebook I had backstage, actually. That's what it was. This little notebook that I used for a certain character that I always write a very dumb little grocery list or thing for somebody else to find before I went on stage to start the show. That's what I did.
Okay.
Little fun little writing to just set my mind off and be like, all right, this is the note for the day. Time to get to work.
Oh, well, that's an interesting little routine. Never heard anybody doing that.
It worked for that show. I might keep it going forward. It was nice to kind of just put my energy into it.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, it was really nice talking to you, Joel. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing these plays and seeing you on stage and finding out more about your character. Because like the way you've described him sounds very intriguing. So, yeah.
I look forward to your thoughts.
Yes. All right. Well, you have yourself a wonderful evening.
You too.
We will see you on stage.
All right. Till then.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.